Hello and good morning. We are back for some more Magic. We are going to be doing some standard this morning. So we've gone and created one deck. We are going to load this up. So this is the deck we're playing. So I saw this that Mengucci played. Looks pretty sweet, so we're gonna give it a go. I'm just gonna do some social media posts quickly, and then we'll crack on. Right, let's begin. We're gonna be waiting just because there's no Americans online. We found one. We did it. We found one. This seems fine. We don't have one drop, but we have plenty to draw. So, but we've got good curve, good creatures. Let's see how it goes. That's rude. I think I'm playing the Fervent Champion, try and help us knock this thing down. Play another robber. And I've got a Tome-Bound Lich I can cast too. We've got a mix of creature types. I feel like we can just cast their Lich, try and avoid losing to a sweeper too much. Obnixilis. Yeah, that's probably going to be... so they kill that, I get to draw cards, which works fine for me. I lose a couple of life, but realistically that's not where this game's going to be won and lost at this point. Cool. That gives us our first win of the day. Who knew? Saheeli into Obnixilis was not good enough, so we will go again. This one's pretty good. There's some curve in this one. And we're going to be robbing already. See what they're doing. A Lucky Clover. Okay, we're gonna Lucky Clover, our Murderous Rider. We can definitely do that. Okay, they're gonna do some slow clunky stuff, and we're gonna just try and kill them. I don't think there's any cards in their deck that we are likely to want to cast, so... I mean, we've pretty much got lethal. It's not quite, it's 1 point shy, but they're gonna have to do something. Tap my Regisaur, that's rude. I don't think I need this. I guess we can actually keep the knight. If I draw a land, it's fine. So, let's see if we draw something off their deck. A Merfolk Secret Keeper. I don't care about that. So they go to 8. Play a Knight of the Ebon Legion. It's going to get bigger, and we've got a Bone Crusher Giant at 2. Shoot them for 2. Good game, sir. And that was the turn 5 kill on the play. That'll probably play. That'll probably play. So, 2-0. These are all just best of 1, so we're going to fly through these games quite quickly. So if anyone has any interesting decks for me to be playing later on in the day, throw them over to me. Very interested to see what other people have been trying in the format. This is just one I saw on Twitter. So lined this up. I've got a handful of other decks and cores to try and build around. Not going to be as aggressive as this. Lee Arson. So that still enters battlefield untapped. That's quite. I thought it was there was more of a requirement than that, but that's pretty good. Don't know why it tapped that land, but hey, it doesn't matter too much. This is a little bit of a slower start, but we have a slightly more mid-range approach to things, which is Oven, okay, and the Secret Keeper, just as a 0/4. I'm just going to attack here. I'm not going to pump the Knight to get through the Secret Keeper. I don't really care that much, and we're just going to play a Spawn. Spawn of Mayhem seems real good right here. Oh, cool. Gonna make the spawn a 3/3, but that's okay.
Let's broaden your existence.
Let's just get this thing out of the way, and then we're just gonna smash down Oko before it does anything else nasty. Guess maybe should have just attacked them and used the rider to do that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Definitely different options there. And you're fighting a Knight, sure. That one's pretty good here. I can't really do anything other than just keep turning sideways, so I'm just gonna have to keep doing it. Hopefully get this the spawn into play. See how we get on from there. I don't know what the mill aspect of this build that opponent's got going on is doing. I haven't figured that bit out yet. Okay, so we got some blockers. And this thing's just going to get huge, so not really attacking on the ground anymore. It's going to be all about this Spawn of Mayhem and how far it can go. See where we can get to with it. Yeah, not interested in blocking. You can sack a bunch of food to pump this if you want. It eats some food, it gets bigger and spikier. Just the 5. Hit them for 7. Just play the register out. I'm going to put a stop on my upkeep in case I want to cast either of these in my upkeep. I mean, he's got a lot of food going on. Definitely got a lot of food. Come on. Just need to... This Spawn of Mayhem's obviously lethal next turn, so just need to make sure that I don't accidentally die to something. They can obviously... They'll be able to gain some life with the food, so need to be able to punch over the top a little bit if possible. Interesting. I mean, my guy has trample, so you're still going to take 2, and if you sack it to Witch's Oven, it doesn't achieve anything. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't achieve anything, that's fine. We've still got the Murderous Rider that we can kill a thing, so obviously we're never going to be able to get this thing off the table, but we can potentially get rid of the Feasting Troll King, stop it from dealing damage, or we can like try and trade with Regisaur. And try and get the Spawn of Mayhem over the line. This thing's going to start getting bigger now as well, because I'm going to have 10 or less life. The Murderous Rider is going to make me lose 2 as well, so I'm definitely going to lose the 2 life. I'm definitely casting this during this this turn set. This turn cycle. They've got 6 foods, so I actually have to block here too. Oko is pretty brutal there, actually. Just gonna turn the Spawn into a 3/3. This is, yeah, my draw was a little bit clunky, and they had, their deck's very good. That was very impressive from the Oko food deck. Let's go again. So we're 2-1. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. We get a lead on the Knight of the Ebon Legion, then Current of Fervent Champions. Lots of damage. Robber's good for 2. You can do with an extra red source. Croakies, another Scot. Come on. You can be my hero, baby. Just gonna play the robber out this turn, and then we can try and. I'm actually okay making the trade, I think. They're likely to have a lot of stuff to go with their heroes, so. Get to just start spamming Fervent Champions. No, we're not blocking your heroes, so. You're Jess guy. Well, I'm really glad I didn't play all the Fervent Champions out first. Going to shoot this to make the trade, get my knight back. Not ideal, but just want to be able to get these champions on the go. I can't really get through a 1-3 at the moment. Ooh, that's gross. These Fervent Champions are just going to pump each other just so they can push through the hero. And then the knight can obviously pump itself if they choose to block. And if not, we can just cast the Bone Crusher Giant. If I have something like a Clarion, then so be it, but yeah, okay. Robber was a good rip off the top there. Definitely a good one. Yikes, that's gross. Okay, we'll get to this. This eventually wins the game. Drawing extra cards is nice too. This seems sweet. Let's get the hero off the table and we're just going to play out the Regisaur. Quite happy for us to just kind of build our card advantage up. Yeah, this is gross, but yeah, I mean, we just can keep pushing through. We'll eventually find our Spawn of Mayhems. They will help us in the air. So talking of which, look what I found. We may as well attack with this because it's certainly not doing any blocking. We'll start whittling our way through all of these. Play the Bone Crusher Giant too. How is everyone doing this fine morning? We are currently 2-1 with this red-black aggro deck. We've finally drawn a Spawn of Mayhem against the tokens deck, so let's get first strike as well. It does get first strike in trample, so that's interesting. Triggers these improbable alliances as well, make some more fairies. Deputy, it'll be interesting to see what they take with the Deputy. It is the Spawn, okay. Just going for me in the air. Come at me, bro. This one has menace. We did. GG. Alright, we are doing 2. Let's go for another one. We're probably going to do 4 or 5 decks, I think. We'll see how we get on. Want to explore as much as we can. This hand's great. We get to curve the Gutter Bones into Stormfist Crusader into Champion and Bone Crusher Giant, assuming we draw a red source. So this is now untapped, so no issues with our mana. You are a worthy knight. Shoot your thing, play a Fervent Champion, and let's get sideways. Drawing the red source there was pretty ideal. And that puts them to 10. It does put them to 10. Just push for 3. And play the Spawn of Mayhem. Feel like they're more likely to be able to play blockers on the ground than in the air, so okay, that puts them to 4, so they need a blocker as well, which they found. But we have a Fervent Champion and a Murderous Rider, so cool. We are 3 and 2. And we go for another one. This one seems fine. We get to go Knight on 1. Missing the double black for the spawn, but does mean that we've got access to register on 3. Now we can actually use the Bone Crusher Giant to kill this Gutter Bone, so we're doing something. I should have waited, but it doesn't matter too much. Oh, we're playing Mengucci. We found his list and we decided we liked it, and that's why we're playing this. Expecting this to get downfalled, Murderous Ridered, yeah, Swift End. They have a register of their own. I'm as well doing this in my upkeep so I don't have to discard this Bone Crusher Giant. We can trade Registors and I can pump this Knight, or I can just play another Bone Crusher Giant, so... I've got these guys to play. Need to get them onto the table so we can try and pressure them to death. Cool. Got there. That's cool. This deck's sweet. That's us up to 4-2. Seeing as we're best of ones, I think we're probably going to go about 45 minutes per deck. And then we will be able to get through quite a few. So I need to figure out what I'm doing with the next lists, though. Maybe just wing it. Maybe I will just wing it. Right, let me start looking at these other bits and bobs while there's not too many of you in here. There really aren't many people playing this morning. I guess that's this is the reason why they didn't have the draft available throughout, because you get bits like this where you're just waiting, which isn't really good for anyone. Not good for Wizards. Not good for the players. Not good for you guys watching the streams. Means I can do some housekeeping while we wait, though. Yeah, this one seems pretty good. Gutterbones, Champion, Spawn with a Bone Crusher Giant as interaction. Creston Games. This card's great. So we've got a 4th untap land now. Let's go in for 4 more lands. Yeah, okay, so you can play this as a 4th land. It's like an inverse of the fast lands. So much housekeeping to do on YouTube. So much housekeeping. So many videos, so little time. Lucky Clover. Okay. That's a nice interaction. I like that. I like that a lot. I mean, if you're gonna use Lucky Clover, that's really where you want to be at with it, isn't it? Oh, and then you're gonna kill both my things. That's really rude. that stopped being cool and started being very brutal there. Right, let's just play out. I really want to be able to play this, so let's just play out a Bone Crusher Giant. And I'm not supposed to concede early when my hand is massive and clunky against the deck that's getting to do its thing. Digging for something. As much as this deals 4 to me, I just need to get that thing off the table because I need to actually be pressuring them. Beanstalk Giant's coming next. Oh, escaped the wilds. That could be gross. So there's 2 land drops. That produces mana, and you've got the Beanstalk Giants on the adventure. Okay, so. This makes 2 mana. Got a Fabled Passage. The only thing they've got going on is this opt, so hopefully we can just push through. Oh, sorry. Let's go and get a mountain. We have lethal in play. Hopefully it's enough. Oh, they're still digging. I mean, they can cast a Beanstalk Giant, but that doesn't really achieve anything. Okay, we're ramping for more lands. Okay. This deck is definitely sweet. It's doing a lot of cool stuff. It does seem to be spinning its wheels a bit, but it's definitely cool. If that's all you got, then that's not good enough, I'm afraid. So as much as it was cool, we are now 5-2. Good morning to the German. Right, we'll probably give this one more. And then we're going to move on to something else. This one's been good, but I think it's certainly a good opportunity for us to change things up. Let's just sort this out a little bit. That's probably better. This one's probably fine on the play. I probably wouldn't keep it on the draw, just could be slightly too slow. But these Crusaders are probably going to be reasonable. So. This gets to trigger Spawn of Mayhem, which is nice, so that would be good to be able to play Spawn next turn. Let's just play Spawn. Don't really want to be making any funky trades with this thing yet, so these things can attack, it's fine. Means they get to cast their own spawn. Or kill my spawn, that's fine. This means we get to Bone Crusher Giant their guy when we block, so that gives us something else to work with here. If they're just going to do this, then this is fine. Can just shoot this thing anyway. Really not found a whole lot to assist with this, to be honest. Alright, we'll cast a spawn. Cast the knight. But I still can't really push in. This spawn's an awkward. It's good, but I just haven't been able to spell any of these turns, which is not ideal. Technically I did that turn, but like I really want to be getting these 3 drops down. At least we're still dealing damage with these Crusaders. It's better than nothing. Midnight Reaper, that's a dangerous one for you, sir. Okay, so everybody's losing life. Wonderful. Let's do it. Okay. Cast that one with Spectacle, play a Regisaur, and pass. So like they're dead very quickly here. Like they can't really attack because their Midnight Reaper is going to kill their stuff and like deal them damage. Like all of these Stormfist Crusaders is hilarious here. Like we're all just drawing cards. Oh, you're going to drain me. That's rude. Or are they just knights? They are just knights. Okay, that's interesting. Like, they're still dead to my stuff on the board, so they need something else. They are dead to known information. I feel like they're going to need to attack to try and, yeah. To try and actually progress here. So, we block here. Here, here, and here. Can't make another block, so we do that. Draws him a heap of cards, but oh, okay, so they were just messing around and they had lethal. Okay. Cool, we are done with this one, so let's just have a look at the list we've been playing to wrap it up. So this deck's been pretty good. We finished 5-3 there, so we played eight games. It's all best of one. This deck's really sweet. It's slightly 3 heavy. I'm not sure where I would necessarily make cuts, but I think I want to have another set of 2s to try and be slightly lower on curve, and then potentially cut a couple of lands as well. I think would be where I'd be looking to start, but certainly a solid deck, and I'd certainly recommend it to anyone that's wanting to play week 1 standard, because it's gonna be a pretty good deck to be doing and playing against. So